051 Melly, aka the Gravedigger, had a lot of clout in the streets of Chicago, but this wasn't from being in the rap game or playing sports. It came from dropping his ops and catching multiple bodies throughout his time being alive. This is Top Trend TV, and this is the criminal history and complete hit list of 051 Melly, aka the Gravedigger.
You finna leave, my boy?
Yeah, no, I'm coming right back, man. I gotta go. Slide! This my little brother's birthday, I gave him a present. Slide!
Yarmel Williams, better known as 051 Melly or the Gravedigger, was born on November 19th, 1991 on the Southside of Chicago. He grew up with his brother Wu, who served some time for gun charges, but we'll get to that later. Melly and Wu both have the same mother, Angie B, but have different fathers. Their mother died when she was 40 from cancer, and Melly's stepdad, who was like a father to Melly, got locked up in 1994. Losing these people made Melly turn to the streets at an early age and started to hang around some BDs that used to post up at the apartment complex that he used to live in, named Randolph Towers. But after his stepfather got locked up, he moved to 59th and Calumet, and this was 600 territory. Plus, he supposedly started dating T600's sister, named Mena. Plus, throughout his high school years, he became friends with a lot of Mickey cobras, and they hanged around the 50th and 51st blocks. Melly was also close to a guy named Zeko, KTS Vaughn's cousin. Isaiah Walker, aka Zeko, was only 18 years old when he was killed and was a member of the 051 Young Money set and was unfortunately killed outside of a McDonald's on the south side of Chicago on September 27, 2008. This was one of Melly's first friends that got killed from gun violence, and this situation really turned Melly into a street demon after that, and is known to have over 10 bodies. Remember, all of these murders that 051 Melly supposedly did are all speculative and aren't always necessarily true. After Zeko got killed, 051 didn't get any revenge until 2010 when a 29-year-old man was found shot on the south side and later died after police broke up a large street fight in the Woodlawn neighborhood. His name was Laverick Marshall, and at about 11:30 p.m., officers responded to a call of a large crowd fighting near 64th Street and South King Drive, police said, and when they cleared the crowd, Marshall was found shot in the back nearby, later taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. But in this particular murder, Melly wasn't the suspected shooter, but as tensions became higher from the murder of Tuka, a 15-year-old boy shot on a bus stop by a masked gunman in the Woodlawn neighborhood on the south side of Chicago.
Bus stop, man. Hey, this bus stop right here, though, this is a real famous place, you hear me? This is a real famous place, B. Hey, this bus stop, this is a real famous place, B. I ain't gonna lie to you, know what I'm saying? Free my nigga team.
When Chanel Gregory was waiting on a bus on the 600 block of East 63rd Street at about 6:48 p.m. 2011, when a dark colored vehicle pulled up, Chicago police said a passenger who was wearing a half mask jumped out and shot Gregory several times. Melly was also known to be pretty good friends with Tuka from the STL set.
STL crazy.
You already know.
And after Tuka got murdered, you would hear a lot of rappers like Chief Keef and Lil Durk mimic his name in different songs.
Smoking on the super bag,
saying like smoking on Tuka, which is very disrespectful in Chicago. And as tensions became higher, Melly went to seek revenge for himself. 10 p.m. February 2nd, 2012, on the 5900 block of South Calumet Avenue in Washington Park. Melly was living in the area at the time when he pulled up with another member to an alley where he found Shaq 600, who allegedly was taking a piss. Shaquille L. Rush was shot multiple times and was DOA when cops arrived. A 16-year-old girl who was near him was also grazed by a bullet. This was retaliation for the murder of T Streets, who was allegedly killed by M-Thang from Old Block 6.
You talking? You don't know who I am?
Tell him stop playing with her.
You know who I am?
I know my daddy.
You scared of the dark?
No.
I'm one of them type of guys that be in the dark waiting for you when you gotta go pee at night.
I
and I just get you, and you don't never come back to your parents again.
And around this time, Lil Durk was starting to become famous for his music and dissing his ops. And on May 31st, 2014, Lil Durk's cousin was murdered on the 700 block of 87th Street in Chatham. He had been dropping wise, disrespecting dead ops, and had an ongoing beef with Crump, a close friend of 051 Melly's. So Melly made him one of his targets. He was allegedly set up by his girl. MacArthur Swindle, aka Nunu, was sitting in their SUV when allegedly Melly approached with a mask and shot him multiple times. And after he was hit, he drove off and crashed into a storefront window. This murder was retaliation for the murder of Lil Mark, who was 051 Young Money and was also close to Melly. Lil Mark was also an upcoming rapper who had multiple tracks dissing his ops. According to reports, the 20-year-old rising rapper was shot in the head at approximately 1:30 p.m. while standing near a bus stop. His death came days after putting out a diss track dissing the whole OTF 600. The next target on Melly's hit list was another OTF member, and this member was Lil Durk's manager at the time. His name was OTF Chino. March 27th, 2015. At about 1:50 a.m. 24-year-old Akana Agina, known as OTF Chino, Lil Durk's manager at the time, was fatally shot this day. OTF Chino had just met with No Ken Noah to talk about anti-violence activities and went to get something to eat. Late that night, he was spotted by somebody who knew Young Money's members, and they got the drop on him. Melly was speculated to have pulled up as Chino was sitting in the car and shot him multiple times. This was also speculated to be retaliation for the bus stop music video from THF TP and the murder of YM Lil Mark. The fourth murder that Melly was suspected of doing was of THF Raheem, and this was retaliation after THF Raheem shot Melly and Arrow both in the head with a .22 caliber gun. And a few days prior to the shooting, both Melly and Arrow went out for revenge and spotted a group of boys. Melly suspectedly shot Raheem and another boy who ran in the alley. Raheem died from gunshot wounds to his back. This was revenge for a personal beef between these people, but also was retaliation for the murders of YM's members by the hands of THF. Raheem was only 15 at the time of his death. The fifth person that Melly was speculated in killing was a guy named Lil Dell from the Foley Boys set. 2 p.m. November 27th, 2016. On the 8800 block of South Marshall Field Avenue in Auburn, Gratiot, and this was only a few hours after Bankroll Q got killed by Motown. Young Money got the drop on their members, and Melly took the murder of Bankroll very personal, and that's because Melly was close friends with him, and his cousin KD also got shot in the shooting. Melly pulled up in an SUV next to the parked car where Delvin Weston, Lil Del, was in, and shot him multiple times in the chest. Lil Del managed to drive himself to the hospital, but due to his injuries, Delvin Weston died later at the hospital. The sixth person that Melly was speculated to have on his murder list was THF Trayvon. November 30th, 2016, at about 8:05 p.m. on the 6800 block of South Cornell in the South Shore. Trayvon was a member of the THF who also claimed Marvin World. And fun fact, he supposedly used to live only a few houses down from Melly on the 6400 block of South Ellis. Police found Trayvon Dickerson in a gangway with gunshot wounds to the head and abdomen. He was either followed from his home or seen by Melly, who has very strong ties with Motown. And Melly was pretty much good anywhere around Chicago because he was cool with a lot of different people throughout different sets. So it made Melly's ops pretty tough to catch up with him. But the seventh op that Melly had on his murder list was GGETY. August 19th, 2018, 3:27 p.m. on the 400 block of South Calumet Avenue in Bronzeville. Tyrone Marshall, 19 years old, was leaning against a parked car and talking to a friend when another vehicle pulled up. Supposedly, Melly inside fired shots and T.Y. was shot in the head. T.Y. was also dropping wise and was said to be there when Bankroll got killed. Plus, it's speculated when Melly got killed, a lot of people was posting long-lived T.Y. on their story. The last and final person on my list that Melly was speculated in killing was another OTF member. This member was named OTF Dilla. Lil Durk was speculated to have put money on Melly's head after finding out that Melly was speculated to have killed his cousin and his manager. It is also speculated that THF Dada was the one chasing this murder and trying to catch Melly slipping. He is allegedly the one who tried to kill Melly in the shooting that got Crump killed, who also had a big target as well for being implicated in multiple shootings. He found out about this and went on to hurt Lil Durk even more by wanting to kill his brother, even though he didn't succeed, but did manage to kill his cousin, Darnell Banks, October 8th, 2018, 2:48 a.m. on the 600 block of East 115th Street. Chicago police investigated a scene where 3 people were shot that Monday. The initial scene happened near a McDonald's at the 600 block of East 115th Street. Melly was also arrested multiple times. Then he was arrested again in 2017. Then in 2019, he was arrested for driving on a suspended license. Then again later that year, he was arrested for resisting arrest again. Which, if you've seen Melly's lives in the past, he was a big gambler and always shooting dice. But at about 2:45 a.m., September 1st, 2019, inside of a residence in the 6100 block of South St. Lawrence Avenue, when someone at the gathering opened fire, police said. Yarmel Williams, 27, suffered from multiple gunshot wounds to the body and was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead.
We ain't even gotta talk about that get back for a while though. But it's all high like a pepper. I'm with my folks stepper, run up, hop out in that presser. Melly, Zeko, pull up out to that and reload. We ain't even gotta talk about that get back for a while though. But it's all high like a pepper. I'm with my folks steppers. Run up a pie press. Melly, Yarmel, Zeko, pull up off of that and reload. I miss Melly, man, on Photo Grade.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
I miss my boy, man. That was a real little nigga right there, Joe.
You want some popcorn? They say anything. I never even touched
Who
them.
you want some popcorn?
Who you say who?
Do your homie want some popcorn?
No, they don't want no popcorn. A few of your homies on here talking about the show and shit. They want some popcorn. None of my homies on here. Just your
I
homies
only
on
see
here.
none of my homies on here. But like 3
You're
of them.
lying. I can see.
Melly was only 27 years old when he died. And the crazy part is, he was in the same hood he was cool with when he died. Unsure of why he was murdered, and there was a lot of speculation. But the people who killed him was from the set who had the same ties with Young Money, and he was speculated to have been backdoored. A lot of people also wanted Melly to do music because his name held so much weight in the streets. But Melly always put it off and never got to it. My prayers go out to him and his family, and hopefully peace can come from all of this. But that'll be about it for 051 Melly. Make sure you like or dislike, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down there in the comments who y'all want to see next. And as always, stay blessed and stay well. Yeah, I'm out.